If you also have a high energy dog, maybe they're pulling you down the sidewalk while you're trying to walk them, or barking at other dogs, or maybe jumping up on you or your guests, this could be a sign that your dog is either stressed, bored, anxious, or they're lacking a daily structured routine to mentally calm them down. My dog Finn here is 4 years old and he is extremely high energy. So if I don't channel his energy effectively every single day, even for just a few minutes, he will surely and undoubtedly find a way to self-soothe, and typically it's pretty naughty behavior. And so in this video, I'm going to be sharing my 6 easy hacks that you can do at home to tire and calm our dogs quickly so that they're a little bit less of a wild monkey. And because I know you're gonna ask, yes, this applies to young puppies as well as adults, and everything I talk about in this video will be linked in my description below on my shop page, so you can check it out after this. So let's jump into this video right me. I'm just gonna jump right in with one of my favorite ways to mentally tire my dogs. And the reason I love this one is, first, if I'm feeling lazy or I'm tired or I just don't have a lot of extra time, this helps mentally tire and entertain and keep my dog busy, and that is a Snuffle Mat. And I know you may be thinking, wait, Rachel, this looks like a big pizza, and it is. It's a Snuffle Mat in the shape of a pizza, but there's actually more to it than a standard Snuffle Mat. So I am gonna go through why I use the Snuffle Mats that I do and how to use them effectively, because there are keys and hacks with that. But look at this one, it's in the shape of an avocado, and there's again some cool hidden features for this. A Snuffle Mat allows our dogs to use naturally their most valuable and mentally tiring body part, and that is their nose. This is their most interesting way for them to explore the world, as well as foraging. So all you do is you take their dry food if they're eating a kibble, or use their treats, which right now I'm using the Icelandic combo treats because they are a nice, small, hard treat that's not too high in calorie. There's only 2 ingredients, so it's really healthy for my dogs, packed with omega-3s, and is sustainably sourced. And then all I do is I take a few of those treats, maybe a handful. Can you sit? Yes, thank you. He's very excited. You take said Snuffle Mat and you hide the treats under the flaps and between the folds of the Snuffle Mat. Here we go. And then Finnegan, come up here and get it. Show them what you do. Come sit, go get it. Yes, right here. There we go, yes. And then they have to sniff and dig and forage it out, which is going to mentally tire your dog, because mental stimulation is far more tiring to a dog than physical exercise alone any time of the day. It also helps reduce boredom, stress, anxiety, and it can take a super high energy dog from here down several notches. I love using a Snuffle Mat when guests come over to help keep my dog occupied. Either I'll do it before to help bring them down a couple notches, or while the guests are here so that they can have something to work on. I love the idea of feeding their meals in here if you are feeding a dry food diet like a kibble. I actually feed my dogs a fresh food diet. If you want to learn more about that, I will talk about that at the end of the video. I also let them have snuffle time where they're sniffing and foraging before we go on a walk or out on an adventure or to the vet. Again, just to take them down a couple notches. And again, if I'm feeling lazy and I just want to sit down after work and watch some Netflix, but I don't want to feel too guilty about not being able to take my dog out for a walk, maybe it's raining or I just had a stressful day, I put their treats in here and I'll put maybe a small handful and allow them to go at it. This can take some dogs up to 10, 20, 30 minutes, and it is so fun and entertaining for them. It's just an easy way to give our dogs more of what they want, which is to be able to explore and use their senses naturally. So what I like to do is ask my dogs for a down or a sit and make them wait before they get to go sniff. This is one of my favorite ones because it's really big for my big dogs. This would be so fun for a small puppy to crawl over. I just take some of their treats. I got some more of my favorite treats here, and I just bury them in here. You can even just kind of sprinkle it across if you want to make it more easy on yourself, but I like to kind of put them in these little pockets here, and then I like to put one in the little flap here. And making them wait also helps on impulse control. And then I just say, free, at ease, go get it. There we go. and then they sniff, 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 dig, 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 and the more treats you put down, the longer it takes them. Oh my gosh, before I forget, I just launched, by popular demand, my holiday gift guide for the pet and pet parent that literally has it all. There are things in this that I promise you've never seen before, so you can check it out after this video, link in my description. Y'all are not even ready for this. So this is one of the main reasons I love this company for Snuffle Mats, because they make Snuffle Mat toys. What you do with this one is you literally remove the carrot, and then you put their treats or food in the little compartment, put the carrot in, and then you can release your dog to go pull the little carrot pieces out. You can put it a little higher to make it easier. Okay, Finn, go get it. Yes, good boy. And then they have to dig out the treats. Next, you take some of their treats or food, and then you can put it in their other Snuffle toy, which is literally French fries. How cute. It's just fabric, and you can drop the treats inside, and then the dog has to shake it around and maybe throw it around to get the treats out. Get it, get it, get it. Oh, good job, guys. How fun is that? Okay, Bentley's turn. There we go. Bentley wants to play too. Look at him. He's getting his whole nose in there. There you go. Another reason I chose this company to get my Snuffle Mats from is because you can machine wash these. How stinking cool is that? And this one has a surprise. So in the middle of it, before I open it, it actually has a licky mat built in, which I'll talk about what these are if you're not familiar later in the video. This is incredible. I know Bentley's like, I know what a licky mat is. So this is like dual purpose. So you open it up, and then I haven't even put any treats in it, and they're excited. Finn's like, whoa, I don't smell any treats. But this one has a little bit more of a durable fabric, so this would be excellent for dogs that might try to chew on a little bit and you want to really discourage that. And then they have the licky mat in the middle. This is so cool, and it's very pretty. That's what I love about them. Most Snuffle Mats I've seen are hideous, and I don't want them around the house. These are all from Enjoya. I am so stinking in love with these because, again, they're aesthetic. It's from a company that I was able to connect directly with a while ago and have really had an opportunity to love their product and use it quite a bit with my boys. I love the fact that they make aesthetic, fun designs, but they're also using machine washable products, and they're donating 10% of their proceeds to rescue animals and animal shelters. And they're definitely a pet first company, not just profit first. So big thanks to Enjoya for sponsoring this video and supporting our mission to save all the damn dogs. Now for this next tool or gadget, you guys probably have never seen it. I, in fact, almost guarantee you've never seen this before, and you are going to be shocked, wildly shocked at how effective it is to entertain your dog, tire them out, keep them calm without you having to do very much at all. It is the Pup Pod with the Pup Pod rocker that comes with it. You guys, I told you, you've probably never seen this before. And this is because I've actually only been using this year. Usually the products I show you have been using for years, but this is a newer product on the market. Yes, it's linked below. I honestly was skeptical. Now I'm a huge fan. The Pup Pod rocker and Pup Pod treat dispenser is just that. It's an interactive, hi baby, I'm sorry. It's an interactive game that plays with your dog for you. I mean, yes, I'm an advocate of walking our dogs, giving them exercise, working with them, playing with them one-on-one. But if you're like me, you're busy, and there's some days where you can't get to it, or maybe there's extreme weather, and you still want to make sure that even if you're busy, your dog has some fun. So all this is it has a built-in camera, so you can have it in the room where you leave them when you go to work, so you can watch them. And it dispenses treats based on their game activity. So this is a rocker that when they push the rocker at the right time with their nose or their paw, a treat shoots out. And the games have different levels, different challenges. It's very simple for a dog to learn, start all the way in level 1 and work their way up. So as they get smarter with it, the game gets more challenging. This is an excellent, incredible, and wonderful way to feed your dog's meals if they're eating a dry food like a kibble. As long as it'll fit in here well, this is a fantastic tool, because what will happen is when they're working with that, they're having to use their mind and their brain. And sorry, I keep elbowing you. This is my shadow dog, so he's always so close. I always tend to step on him. I know, I don't mean to. I don't mean to bump into you. I just get so excited. But this is just an excellent way to help your dog get some added enrichment and fun in their daily routine. and see, you can just put their food in here and it just shoots it out. It's cool because you can play with it if you're in the next room because there's a camera, so you can actually check on them like a nanny can. I also am a huge fan of lick mats. These are silicone mats that your dogs lick. You want to show them, Finn? Or Ben, you show them. You show them? They lick the frozen food or soft food off of it. I just have here a smushed green banana that I smushed on here the night before. I put a little bit of organic cinnamon and a slight drizzle of manuka honey for its anti-inflammatory properties. Froze it, and now the boys can lick on it. Licking behavior is naturally soothing, anxiety reducing. Listen to them. Entertaining for dogs, and it's just a great way to add more enrichment to their day. It's great to use if you have company coming over and you want to keep your dog occupied. You can give them one of these, or before they come, give them one of these to help take them down a couple notches. My dogs get more tired from licking or using this pup pod rocker or sniffing in a Snuffle Mat than they will from just going on a long walk. And that's because working your brain is far more tiring than just physical exercise alone in almost every situation. And then of course, species appropriate, natural and healthy chews. This is a fully digestible lamb horn, which I love because since it's not bone and it's actually keratin, it's fully digestible. I don't have to worry about my dog choking on it. And it's very crunchy. You want to show them? And what this does is it mentally tires them and cleans their teeth. So 2 birds, 1 stone. Now this next one is so stinking fun. I just have an old Amazon box here that before I recycle it, all I'm gonna do is take some treats. I'm gonna show them here. Some treats in one hand, and then I'm gonna take some of their toys in another hand. These are the latest BarkBox toys. If you want some of the best toys you can get for your dog in terms of ones that they're gonna love and super fun and unique, click the BarkBox and Super Chewer links in my description shop page below. But what I do is I take some of their food, if they're eating a kibble or dry treats, drop it down in the box, put toys on top, and have them go at it. The act of putting their head in a box is actually very stimulating for a dog. They have to dig it out, sniff for it, and it's a great way to tire them out. There you go. At the end of the day, one of my favorite things to do with my dogs to help keep them calmer, less pulling or barking on the leash, Finnegan, or being less wild when I have company come over, is really just to work with them. They want to interact with you. Dogs need to have a job, and doing that job or activity with you is so satisfying for our dogs. And I have tons of videos linked down below on different and more games that you can play with your dogs to be able to tire them out and have them listen a little bit better, huh guys? And again, everything I talked about in this video is linked on my shop page, which that is RachelFusaro.com/shop, which you can find in the description down below. Now, I want to talk a little bit more, as I promised, about what I feed my dogs on a daily basis. You can click that video right here. And if you want to see some really good and healthy and fun kibble toppers, like fresh food kibble toppers or lick mat recipes, click the video right here. And I hope you have a beautiful day. Bye.